All is lost, my beautiful freelancer. Now all we have is our grief.
Why? What's going on?
Gunther has burnt my shop to the ground.
I'm so sorry. Why do you think it was Gunther?
Because he was always jealous of my talent and success. I must seek out Gunther now, and make him pay for what he has done.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Why? Do you think I should just let him get away with it?
No, but I don't want this to get out of hand.
It's already out of my hands. Don't try to stop me, freelancer.
You're not gonna do anything crazy, are you?
Only history can judge what we do today.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure, but I do know Gunther can run, but he cannot hide. Actually, he's pretty good at hiding, but he was never a strong runner, so it is likely I will discover him. And when I do...
There's so much conversation.
I call slips. Hello, freelancer.
Hello, Berndl.
So, are we both thinking a thank you is in order?
Ah, you're welcome.
No, I wasn't thanking you. You should be thanking me. The fountain is running.
You finally did it. Good for you.
Thank you. I'm delighted we finally got it flowing. We discovered the problem was that people were siphoning water off our main fountain line.
People, huh?
Exactly. I think a plumbing bylaw will prevent this from happening in the future. Of course, now that the fountain is flowing, we've run into a new set of problems.
All right. What issues are we facing?
The water around the fountain's edge is a slipping hazard.
That sounds dangerous.
It is. I'm considering turning down the fountain.
Won't that make it less spectacular?
Yes, but sometimes safety comes before spectacular. Or we could install warning signs and erect barriers.
That sounds extreme.
It's a fine balance between a beautiful oasis and a death trap.
What's your heart telling you?
People love the fountain, so I'm gonna let it be. For now.
You sure?
Sometimes you need to let people find their own way.
And it is nice to see the fountain running.
It really is. And freelancer, thanks for silencing the heart of rage.
Oh, this is when people blow me up.
Freelancer, you're here. Good.
What have you got for me, Bryn?
Remember that ultra-powerful Shaper relic the Scars were enhancing with Arcanist machinery?
Yeah, and that Iskar saying the relic would bring down the fort.
The Scars hit it well, but thanks to our beacons, I may be onto something. We're detecting a massive Scar presence and a power signature I don't recognize. It's got to be the relic.
I'm on it.
Go, Freelancer. And thank you.
Learn about the Legionnaires. You.
So, you're the one after all. I thought it might be you. The Grandmaster talked to you?
I talked to him, yeah. What's this about?
You've been making waves. Opening the gates of the Fortress of Dawn? Not bad. But reaching the inner sanctum? All kinds of wheels started turning in Anthem when you did that.
What do you mean? Why would anybody in Anthem care about me?
I mean that wheels literally started turning inside the palace. Ardenvasa built some device to tell him if a worthy lancer appeared. I hear it told half the city.
That's huge and unexpected.
A lot of eyes are watching you now, wondering what you'll do next.
Yes, well, they're not the only ones.
I can help you with that. I guess it's time to properly introduce myself. I'm the lawkeeper and storyteller for the Legion of Dawn.
The Legion is gone. It broke apart centuries ago.
The Lancers left the path, it's true. But there have always been a few souls tasked with keeping the Legion alive. Ardenvasa left the wheels ready to turn for a reason. The path of the Legionnaire has been waiting, like the doors at the Fortress of Dawn, for a worthy Lancer.
I passed all the tests. I was welcomed into the Legion of Dawn already. Sort of.
The trials proved you're worthy to become a Legionnaire, but you're not one yet. You know the stories of General Tarsus. Do you know the tales of her most trusted council?
I've heard their names. Children's stories, but I don't think that's what you're asking.
You should know whose footsteps you're following. At the height of the dawn, countless lancers flocked to the banner of General Tarsus. All who had the heart to fight were given a place. But a few were more than just lancers. These were the boon companions of Tarsus, walking the path as she did. The Legionnaires.
In the trials, Arden Vasa said something about walking the path too.
You opened the doors, but it's not enough to pass the tests. You must keep walking, day after day. Arden Vasa, builder of the first javelin, the first emperor. Sanadine, whose swiftness inspired Corvus. Medeiros, Magnastral, and Leotrail the Unbroken. They all had one thing in common. They shared the ideals of Helena Tarsus.
And you want me to do that too?
Follow in their footsteps. Become a legionnaire. So many eyes are watching you. If you can do this, revive the path of the legionnaire, maybe the glory days of the Legion are only beginning.
Yeah.
Madam Chronicler.
Ah, you did it.
Did what?
Silenced the heart of rage, my dear. Who'd have thought?
Well, I had help. Haluk and Faye.
Who are you serving with modesty? You did a great thing and you must acknowledge it. As my mentor, Negandel, used to say, you know who Negandel is, of course.
I must admit I don't.
How is that possible? He's only the greatest cipher who ever lived, and royalty. Oh, my dear. Is it possible you have amnesia?
I don't have amnesia. We've been through this already.
We have? How ironic that I should forget that. As Negandel used to say, and say to me in particular, let others celebrate your gifts, for what is ordinary to you is a miracle to another.
I guess so.
Things will never be what they were, but they are getting better. And so I shall reward you with the gift of knowledge, of course.
Of course.
I'd like to present you with an old favorite of mine, the Freelancer 3. It's about as famous as you will be.
Thanks very much for the book, Madam Chronicler. And now, I should get going. See ya.
See ya? Yeah. You can't muster a better goodbye than that.
Ah, I believe I can. May bright skies overhead shine light upon your paths, madame.
Bit overboard, perhaps.
I'll keep working on it.
Goodbye, Freelancer.
Goodbye.
Trolling. Trolling. Dear God. So many people to talk to before we get closure.
Something going on there. You think? I don't think I know. Well, you should have just said that in the first place.
I'm going back to the academy to teach. I accepted the offer. Me, nurturing young minds, sharing my passion with a whole new generation.
I hope that means more Aruna calls in Fort Tarsus one day.
It might mean more Matthiases.
We're full up on Matthias's, actually.
I'm going to miss our chats. Stay in touch.
I'll try. Speaking of messages, have you told your mother?
Not yet. I'm going to surprise her in Anthem. I hope she smiles, maybe even laughs. I'd like to see her laugh. I'm glad you took the time to talk with me when you could have been, I don't know, zipping through the sky. If you ever fly over the academy, make sure you drop in to see me.
I will.
Who's playing the didgeridoo?
Hey, my friend.
Haluk, feeling okay?
Yep, had a bottle of cackleberry wine. Been waiting years to pop it open. Needed the right occasion.
Ah.
Faye calls it truth juice, so I'm waiting here for the truth of life to infuse my brain. Hoping the anthem might sing to me. Anyway, so I once took a whiz in my jab.
Haluk, I think it's a different kind of truth juice.
Hey, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Made my bladder gladder right there in the suit.
Who hasn't tested the hydraulics out once in a while?
Hydraulics. See? Truth is, I never thought you were funny. At all. Like, ever.
Never.
Nope. But the truthier truth is I like you anyway. You're a good friend. Just don't go telling Haluk I said that.
Feelings mutual. You're not such a bad guy after all.
What? You've been drinking cackleberry wine or something?
No, this is me 100% sober.
Huh. We need to change that. Hey, it reminds me. I once stuck a whiz in my javelin.
So I've heard.
Yeah, but have you heard I'm the Crimson Lancer? Pretty sure they based the whole show on me. Seize your glory, Lancers! Into the maw! Death is just a reunion with old friends!
It's uncanny.
Right? Don't need wine to see that.
No more wine for that guy. Cut him off. To the barracks. I guess the whole Owen storyline is kind of left hanging. I'm sure that they will encounter him again. Wow, you travel fast, dude.
Hey there. Piece of advice?
Okay, where do I start? Your temper can get to.
No, I'm saying from me to you.
Oh, sure. What have you got?
Silencing the cenotaph? Burn it into your brain. Someday it'll be the good old days. The legend that gets freelancers excited. And reminds you what badass feels like.
Thanks, Alec, but I've got badass covered already.
Ha! Listen to you. One victory and it goes to your head.
Pretty big victory.
We'll talk when you got a few more of them. Like old man Haluk here. That rogue Ursix that terrorized Shadow Gap Trench? I put the final bullet in its brain. Or that Battle of Wyvern Horde at Indigo Vale? I was there.
Yeah? What was it like?
A dozen freelancers dropped in from above. Down a sheer cliff, landed in a circle on an outcropping. Nothing but death below. No margin for error. Had to surround them. 12 pairs of boots hit the ground in unison. 12 guns started blazing. And a bunch of Wyvern died wishing they never met a freelancer. It was magnificent.
All right, I'll give you that one. Pretty impressive.
Badass.
Sure. Until I redefine badass.
Hasn't happened yet.
You'll see. Later, Alec.
Yarrow.
Good. There you are. I have news on our missing Shaper fragments.
You found them?
Not exactly, but I do know that coward Diggs is planning on selling them off to the highest bidder.
An auction?
Yes, some of the Arcanists you rescued overheard a few things. Gave me the idea.
Where would this happen?
I talked with some freelancers. Got some locations that would be ideal. My gut tells me Diggs won't wait long to do this.
Sounds right. Okay. I'll get out there and start a search.
There you are. You missed Haluk and Yarrow's duet. I may have recorded it.
God, I gotta talk to all three Matthiases. Jesus. Duh! Smoked by a door.
You thought he died out there.
Freelancer, it's always a treat to see you. So you went into the heart of rage and survived. That's twice now, isn't it? Do you think I could ever do that? Observe the center of a cataclysm? Actually see something like the cenotaph?
With enough training, a really powerful suit, and an armed escort, you could maybe survive in a cataclysm for 10, 20 seconds.
A worthy goal to aim for.
You know, the last person I knew who wanted to be a Lancer ended up betraying me.
Owen. Oh, right. I don't really want to be a Lancer. I just want to see more of the world. Sometimes a javelin is the only way. I want to explore. I want to do things. Make my mark somehow.
Haven't you already done that? I couldn't have silenced the cenotaph without you.
But that was all of us.
Oh, I see. This is about being separate.
I know. Selfish, isn't it?
It's not selfish, it's natural. Denying you felt that way would be worse.
I knew it. I knew you'd understand. We could be Arcanists and more. The breadth of experience we could bring to our research could only help. Chatting with you is always rewarding.
Isn't that what friends are for?
Absolutely.
This guy sounds like he's been 420 blazing it, man. Jesus.
Freelancer.
How are things?
You know, trying to keep busy. Maddie's out finding new fun things to do. Errol's working on work, and I'm trying to find where I fit in, I suppose. It's messy. I feel set adrift sometimes.
You'll make it work. It's what you do. You figure out how to make the best of a situation.
It's easier when I have a target, someone to be angry at or something to work on. What would you do?
I'd go with my gut. It's never led me astray.
You sound like Maddie.
Maddie can be right sometimes.
Yes, I know. My gut tells me I should talk to him about this.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Just watch. He'll tell me I should go searching for myself in a scar hive or something.
And if you run into trouble, I'll be there.
Oh, before I forget, I ran into Aruna. She was happy to hear we made it out alive. She also said something about taking your advice. She wanted me to catch up on old times or something.
That's wonderful. She seems nice. Really smart.
Maybe even smarter than Matthias was. Certainly less obnoxious. You ask me? Matthias didn't appreciate what he had back then. Anyway, I won't keep you. See you around?
Damn, she was into the bad boys.
Still pursuing the mystery of Robin Moore's hidden message?
Of course. In fact, Maddie wants to talk to you about that.
I'll keep that in mind. What else is new with you?
I've read some books since we last chatted.
And?
There is no and. Must there be something else?
I guess there doesn't need to be if you're happy the way you are.
I am content. Yes, Maddie requires novelty. Sumner needs something to be angry at. I find that my academic pursuits fulfill my needs. Someone must be the Arcanist.
Don't the others?
They help. Their diverse perspectives are critical. But of late, most of the scholarly tasks have fallen to me.
You're probably the best suited to it of the three of you.
Precisely my thought. Where I go from here is simple. I am the Arcanist. Among the three of us, I've had the easiest time adjusting to the division. Matthias was an Arcanist. I am still an Arcanist. The non-scholar parts of Matthias must figure out their place. It can't be easy. I'm glad you're our friend. That means you'll be here for them.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm glad to hear it. Now I should let you go.
See you around, Erryl.
Okay, a couple more. 3 more people. 3 more people.
There he is. Hero of Fort Tarsus. The heart of rage, no less. I knew he'd bring the thunder.
And some lightning along with it. You know, to make a statement.
You've been listening. Damn, that makes me proud.
You might have rubbed off.
To think, when we first met, the forge wouldn't even work. And now, you tamed the mother of all storms. The freelancers are back, and not even the Anthem's temper can stop them.
Thanks, though I'm sure some new trouble is bound to come along.
In this world, I guarantee it. Not a month goes by, I'm not shaking my head at some crazy thing a Shaperonic has done. But I'll feel better knowing the freelancers are back in business.
We wouldn't be anywhere without the guy selling us a little thunder and lightning.
No, I just bottle it. You deliver it.
Well, don't ever stop. We'll need plenty of bottles, I'm sure.
What I wanted to hear.
I'd best get back to it.
Don't be a stranger.
That girl in the market, Serna? She seems like quite the character.
You know, you surprised me.
How's that?
I never questioned your battle skills, but your resolve and mental toughness exceeded my expectations.
Thank you, Tassin.
Do you know what I like about you?
My eyes?
What? No, don't be ridiculous. I'm trying to tell you something important.
Sorry, I thought we were connecting.
I admire your loyalty. You stuck by your friends and stayed true to Fort Tarsus.
That's just the kind of freelancer I am.
I agree. Did you know that besides resourcefulness, courage, and intelligence, Corvus values loyalty above all?
I do too.
We may have more in common than you think.
Are you saying I'd make a good spy?
Agent?
Right. Agent.
No. Working for Corvus is a gift. We are the eyes and ears of Bastion, but it comes with risks. Like dying alone, being abandoned by your own government, and in certain times, even reviled as a traitor.
You make it sound so fun.
You joke, but freelancer life can also be unforgiving.
I guess we both have lousy jobs, huh?
Yes, but it's a living.
Did you just crack a joke?
No, I work for Corvus. We never joke.
That's what I thought.
I'll be in touch.
I'm sure you will.
Dang, the sexual tension between these two is so strong. Is the old lady back? Nope.
Hi, Johnny.
There you are. Heard you got back in one piece.
Were you worried?
No. Yes. I mean, the Heart of Rage and I have a nasty history.
Right. I heard you were in Freemark.
You're a great freelancer. But that storm killed some of our best.
We can't forget those who died, but at least no one else will die there.
Thank you. It means a lot to me and my brother.
You're welcome.
Anyway, congratulations. You're a big fish now. You should celebrate. Look around this place. The difference you've made is amazing.
Thanks.
I especially love that they fixed the Lancer statues in the courtyard. They meant so much to me as a kid.
How come?
Well, Fort Tarsus was my home and my prison. Safe behind the walls. Day in, day out. But Lancers got to see the whole wide world. They were hope. When I felt cold or small, I'd sit across from the statues and my daydreams would warm me up. So, yeah, the fort is feeling better. More like home.
Things will only get better from here.
Hope so.
Will I see you around then?
I'll be around. Take care, big fish.
Big fish. I don't know how I feel about that nickname, to be honest with you. Okay, that is everyone to talk to. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That is the final part of my Anthem walkthrough. So let's just do a mini review, because I don't do formal reviews anymore, just because they take so much time. But yeah, this game would have been fantastic like 6 years ago. But in the world where Destiny has been out for like 4 or 5 years now, there are some stuff that Destiny definitely does a lot better in terms of its gameplay. The gameplay is more variety, and as well as the missions are more varied. Better enemy types, even though there's still bullet sponges in Destiny as well. But this one, there's like maybe like 2 or 3 enemies to fight. And graphically, the game looked good. It ran well on PC. Bastion is a nice open world, but it never felt like... I was never really drawn into it, you know what I mean? It just kind of... although it was beautiful, it was just kind of like... There was really no wow moments. I don't know. Gun gameplay was good. The Lancers and the Javelins, although they all do feel unique, they just don't feel unique enough, in my personal opinion. I don't know. It didn't feel unique enough in terms of the different abilities that you could possibly use. The Storm was definitely the best of all of them, but it was just kind of meh. the best part that the game had going for it was probably like the individual stories. 'Cause you guys probably if you've been watching this far, you guys noticed that I like talking to all the people a lot just because I like getting the backstory. But that being said, there was like no payoff to the backstory because it didn't influence any sort of missions that greatly, and they didn't really reward you in any sort of way when you talk to them. It's kind of Bioware's great at telling stories, but the gameplay is just kind of at this point. Like I said, if this game came out 6 years ago, I would have been more impressed, but just it's kind of been at this point. So in terms of score, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, it's a average score at best for an okay game. Yeah, but it is one of those long run games, so maybe they will improve it as the life of the game goes on, but who knows. But yeah, that's basically my review. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the series. As always, if you enjoyed, finish off strong with a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Right, as always, have a fantastic day.